in my new apartment. Here we are, there's a new backdrop. We'll probably change this up a little bit later. So anyway, today's video is all about how to choose the correct tow vehicle for you. And make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I'm also going to give you some tips on what to do, or some tips on having a tow vehicle. First things first, you want to make sure that you want to do this job, because a tow vehicle and the equipment you got to get is a bit of an investment, and if you're going to invest that kind of money in it, you want to make darn sure that this is the job you want. And then you got to figure out how you're going to use it. Are you going to drive it everywhere and pretty much live out of it, or are you going to use it just for like short runs, and then on the longer runs you're actually going to fly back? Because this is going to make a difference on what kind of vehicle you're going to want to get for yourself. You want to make it fit for you. Each driver has their own method. 20 years ago, I used to tow everywhere. I used to have a Ford Ranger pickup, and I had a cap on the back, and I made the back end like a bed, and I put some storage underneath, and it was great. I could take a couple extra people, so I could save a little money on gas, and they would save money on getting back, and it was fantastic until the motor blew. Then it's kind of a problem. And then we had to go to my secondary vehicle, which was actually my primary vehicle of not towing, and I moved to an Escort, and I drove that everywhere also. It was a really good vehicle, and it ran for almost 2 years, and I got a lot of places with it, but it wasn't that comfortable to sleep in, although I slept in it because, well, there was no other choice, because I didn't want to spend money on a hotel room, because hey, I'm cheap. If you are going to use it to go everywhere and you're practically going to want to live out of it, you're going to want to maybe look into a compact truck, like, you know, the Ranger or the Chevy Colorado. I don't think Dodge has their Ram 50 anymore, but you might find a good used one. And you want to make sure that it's something you can drive comfortably and you'll be okay with it. Chevy HHRs, they convert those into almost a mini camper, and they have a very comfortable sleeping quarters in the back. It even had a printer in there. And I have heard, and only heard, have not seen, because I know my company doesn't like it, I've heard people use some minivans, like maybe a Dodge Caravan. I don't think a lot of dealerships like it when you tow a vehicle that's that large into their dealership, so keep that in mind when getting a vehicle. Don't get one that's so big. I mean, you can't pull a motorhome behind a motorhome, although that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? If you're going to be towing only on the shorter runs and flying home like maybe on the longer runs, you want to look into a subcompact car, or maybe a compact car, something that's comfortable for you to ride in, because you don't want to be on a 1,000-mile drive in something that you're all cramped up in. You want to be comfortable, but you don't need to have a Chevy Impala to comfortable, okay, because that's a little bit too big and it sucks a lot of gas. The more economical the car is, the more money you make on the run. And if you can fit another person in there, that's even better, because if you deliver into where someone else is delivering, you can give them a ride back also, and they might put they should put some money in your pocket. Always make sure you have enough room for at least one other person, if not more. With the pickup truck I had room for 3 other people, and I did a couple times drive cross country with 4 people, and boy, did it save us all a lot of money. You've decided exactly how you want to have it, and you know what kind of car you want. Now you better make sure of one thing. You better make sure that you can flat tow it, or dinghy tow is another way they call it. You can't dolly tow, and you cannot put it on a trailer. I don't know any company that allows a trailer, and I don't know of any company that allows a dolly, although that would be almost feasible. Oh, you want to get on, I've got a link down below in the description that is a guide on what is dinghy or flat towable, so you can know right away. Some vehicles are completely towable right out of the box, well, in a matter of speaking. Some of them you have to start the engine every 6 hours or every 5 hours or whatever. There's like a lot of different things you got to do, make sure this and that and the other thing. I prefer to have mine as low maintenance as possible, where it's put the car in neutral and tow it, and there won't be a problem. And now you found out, okay, my car is dinghy towable and it's flat towable, it's the same thing, so yes, it's both. And now, should I buy a brand new one? Maybe. There is a possibility. I have heard, and I haven't seen, I know a guy who did this. He bought a brand new Dodge Dart manual transmission and bought an extended warranty, unlimited miles on it. And apparently that was an extra $3,000 or whatever. But you have to be careful when you do that, because you have to follow their maintenance routine strictly, because if you don't, you'll null and void the warranty. And that's the one thing you don't want to do on any of these cars, is null and void a warranty, especially if you get a brand new one, because you have to put some equipment on there, and if that equipment or towing it null and voids the warranty, you're screwed if anything goes wrong. But with this specific one, I don't know how well it's going to work. If everybody goes and does it, they may totally annihilate that extended warranty and nobody gets to have it anymore. So don't count on it being there. I like to look for a used car, a couple years old maybe, because you don't want to spend too much money in it, but you also don't want to spend $500 on a beater that basically is you're gonna be pouring money into it every month, and it would have been better just to fly home from everything all the time. It would have been cheaper. No matter which way you're gonna work, you will drive this car into the ground. You will beat the crap out of it. You need to maintain it. You need to get oil changes possibly every 2 weeks if you're driving really hard, but at least every once a month. Another time, you're going to have to put tires on it pretty much every 6 months, so you don't want to get a car that has $400 tires on it. That's going to be ridiculous. It's way expensive. So keep that in mind. Also, you want to make sure you get the tune-up. You don't want to get a tune-up more than once a year. You want to get it like every 6 months or every year, in that range, because you don't want this car to break down. Every car will break down. You will have transmission problems eventually. You will have engine problems eventually. You want to make sure that that is as long as it can possibly be. A well-maintained car, I have heard some people get more than this, but on average you're going to get between 2 and 4 years of use out of it. So make sure that if you do buy a new one, you have it paid off well before that. You want to have it paid off in 3 years. Get a 3-year loan and get it done, gone, and have that all costed out, or put such a major down payment on it that your payment is not a big deal, and when you finally blow up the car, that you still don't owe a ton of money on it. And now let's talk about the equipment that you will have to get. Once you buy your car, you better make sure you budget in between $1,500 and $2,000 and maybe up to $2,500 just for your equipment. Now, if you're really well and mechanically inclined and you can do this yourself, more power to you. I'm not. I go to a place and I have them professionally install the tow bar. They get you a ball hitch that fits the tow bar, and they get you the wiring all done so that you just plug the thing in and the lightings work. I prefer to get the little magnet lights that sit up on top of the car, because those you can take as you get new cars. You can keep all that stuff. Same with the tow bar. The tow bar and all this equipment, as you go through cars, they can go along and you can use those over and over. So this is a good investment, but you still have to make that investment, and they don't do payment plans. You just give them money. So make sure you have that money. Oh, and the other thing they got to do now, I forgot about this, because new rules since I've been driving the last time, they want a braking system in there. There are some states that are hell-bent on making sure you have that system in there, so when you're towing through those states, and I don't know which ones they are, when you're towing through those states, the DOT keeps an eye out for you, and you will probably get pulled over and get DOT'd. And if you don't have that braking system in that car, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna have to disconnect that car. And just because you have a tow car doesn't mean you can't tow behind a non-motorhome vehicle. Did I say that right? You can tow behind other things other than a motorhome. However, you need more equipment for that. And that's basically a universal hitch. Now don't go to Walmart and get their universal hitch. That's just not gonna work for you. I left a couple links below in the description, and you can go to those links and you see what kind of hitches you need. You may find something else, or you can do a Google search for universal hitch for drive-away. Make sure you put the for drive-away in there, because that's what's going to get you the right hitches. And if you find something in there and you find a really good product, leave a link below and let everybody know about it, okay? Now, towing can be the way to go for many, many people. Not everybody wants to do it. A lot of people really prefer not having a tow car. Great for them. Some people love it. Now, if you're deciding to get a tow vehicle, I hope that this video has really helped you out in guiding you in the right direction, the direction that you're comfortable with. And I hope that if you decide to go get a tow vehicle, that you do it the right way. And I really want to hear your success stories. And let me know if you are towing, if you're a drive-away driver and you do have a tow car. Please leave more stuff in the comments below if I've missed something. I mean, gosh, I want my people to get everybody to get well educated on this subject, because this is a big deal. It's a big investment. I want to make sure you make the right investment for you. So, and don't forget, if you guys want to see where I'm at in real time, or a little bit more real time, follow me on Instagram and you'll see pictures of my today's ride. I like to do today's ride and see where I'm headed. And those are pretty much live when those pictures go up, so you'll see it. And I might be starting doing some periscoping a little bit, doing some live streaming. I don't know. I finally have an unlimited data plan on my phone, but it is not the best network, so we'll see how this goes. I might be able to live stream, and I have to be careful because if I'm driving, live streaming and driving, it doesn't sound like a good idea. It sounds like if I didn't get in an accident, I probably should be fired. So we might do a couple live streaming. We'll see. You can do that by following me on Twitter. And there's my stuff. Twitter is Travelman68. So until next time, safe travels. Hey, what did you think about this video? Leave a comment below and let us know. If you really liked it, share it everywhere. If you'd like to see new videos when they come out or join an awesome, growing community, click the subscribe button. What? You don't see a subscribe button? Then come on over and watch the video on YouTube and check out our channel. How about seeing more travel info or getting sneak peeks at what we're up to? Just like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. We look forward to hearing from you. And just in case I didn't say it before, safe travels.